there are things that protect your elbow. And the first is proper pitching mechanics. And the mechanics of a throw start from force generation in the lower half of your body. So you'll see the pitchers have incredible lower leg with amount of mass and strength. And it's that drive towards home plate that creates a movement of mass that then gets transferred and regulated through the upper extremity and finally to ball release. So if you have fatigue, if your lower legs are getting tired, if you're not driving well towards home plate, you're going to have altered mechanics. You're going to change the stress on this very vulnerable ligament, and that's how you're going to have injuries. So it's not the amount of throws, it's when you start to put more stress on the ligament that exceeds its strength that gets you into trouble.
We've previously done studies looking at curveballs compared to fastballs for kids, and people were saying, oh, curveballs are safe pitches for adults, but kids don't know how to throw them, so they shouldn't do them. Well, the study, Dr. Andrews and I have been working for years trying to prove that the curveball is the big devil in the room, but our research does not show it. Our research continues to show, like what John Smoltz was saying and Leo and everyone was saying, that too many pitches thrown too hard is what's different nowadays than before. So the curveball, the research shows that the curveball's stress on the elbow is similar to the fastball's stress on the elbow, and this is true whatever level you're at. The changeup is the least stressful pitch on the elbow.
If you ever remember one thing, listen to this. More often, less exertion. More often, less exertion. We would go down to the bullpen as often as we could, practice our craft at 60 feet, 6 inches, going downhill to a catcher, but regulating the effort and trying to get some touch on the ball. Not one time in my coaching career did somebody say, Leo, I want to throw, and I said, no, let's go throw. We're preparing. If it was a reliever, we were preparing for tonight's game. If it's a starter, you're always preparing for your next start. And it worked like a charm. We had 2 Tommy John surgeries, homegrown Tommy John surgeries, in that 14-year run. You can't make a 14-year run without a pitching staff staying healthy. And you know what? We thought in terms of being sneaky quick as opposed to overpowering. If we were sneaky quick, all of a sudden, if we controlled the effort, our mechanics smoothed out, our release smoothed out, and we were able to practice more often with less exertion.
Somebody asked him, why do you call it Tommy John surgery? He said, well, he was going around giving talks and calling it the ulnar collateral ligament replacement surgery with the palmaris longus tendon. And he said, I got tired of saying it. And then I started saying, the surgery I did on Tommy John, the surgery I did on Tommy John. And then the next thing he said, Tommy John surgery, boom, and it stuck. And people asked me, they said, do you really like having that surgery named after you? And I tell them, no, I hate it. God, no, I said, it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I just wish I could have stayed around long enough to win 12 more games.